Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth while others remain stuck in a cycle of financial struggle? It's easy to believe that wealth requires money to make money, that without initial capital or expensive investments, financial freedom remains just out of reach. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, if only I had more money, then I could finally get ahead? But what if the real difference between those who build wealth and those who don't isn't about how much money they start with, but rather the habits they practice every single day? Habits that cost absolutely nothing. I spent years studying the behaviors of self-made millionaires, and what struck me most wasn't their investment strategies or business acumen, though those matter, but rather the free daily habits that laid the foundation for everything else. Today, I'm sharing these zero-cost millionaire habits that you can implement immediately, regardless of your current financial situation. Which is habit number 1, intentional morning routines. When was the last time you truly owned your morning, instead of letting your morning own you? Millionaires understand something fundamental about success. How you start your day determines how you live your day. The average person reaches for their phone within minutes of waking up, immediately surrendering their attention to notifications, emails, and social media. They begin their day in response mode, reacting to other people's priorities rather than focusing on their own. But wealth builders, they protect their morning hours fiercely. They wake up with purpose, not with their phone. They dedicate those first precious minutes to activities that center their mind and prepare them for intentional action. This isn't about elaborate 5 a.m. routines that require expensive gym memberships or fancy meditation retreats. This is about claiming ownership of your attention from the moment you open your eyes. Write down 3 goals for the day before touching your phone. Spend 10 minutes in silence, planning your approach to the day's most important task. Take a few deep breaths while visualizing successful outcomes. These actions cost nothing, but create everything. Because when you begin your day with intention rather than reaction, you're already thinking like someone who controls their destiny, someone who builds wealth rather than hopes for it. Habit number 2, deliberate learning. Here's a question that reveals more about your financial future than your current bank balance. What did you learn yesterday that made you more valuable today? Self-made millionaires are obsessive lifetime learners. They understand that knowledge compounds even faster than money, but there's a critical difference in how they approach learning compared to others. They don't learn passively. They learn with deliberate intention. While the average person consumes information aimlessly, financially successful people approach learning like a strategic investment. They don't just read books, they extract actionable insights. They don't just listen to podcasts, they implement what they've learned. This habit costs absolutely nothing. Public libraries offer free access to thousands of books. YouTube contains university-level education on nearly any subject. Podcasts deliver expert knowledge during commutes or chores. The internet has democratized information. The limitation isn't access to knowledge, it's the habit of purposeful learning. Try this. Dedicate 30 minutes each day to learning something specifically relevant to your financial goals or career advancement. Take note. Find one idea you can apply immediately. Remember, what separates millionaires isn't that they know more, it's that they deliberately turn what they know into value. Habit number 3, energy management. You've likely heard about time management, but millionaires practice something more fundamental: energy management. They recognize a profound truth that most people miss. Your time is only as valuable as the energy you bring to it. 2 hours of focused, high-energy work will outproduce 8 hours of distracted, low-energy effort every single time. The wealthy protect their energy with the same vigilance they protect their money. They understand that mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical vitality are the true currencies of productivity. This doesn't require expensive supplements or exclusive gym memberships. It means developing awareness about what drains you and what fuels you. It means recognizing that the food you eat, the people you surround yourself with, the thoughts you entertain, and the media you consume are all making deposits or withdrawals from your energy account. Start tracking what gives you energy and what depletes it. Notice how certain foods make you feel sluggish while others invigorate you. Observe which relationships leave you inspired and which leave you exhausted. Then make intentional choices about these influences. This awareness and adjustment cost nothing but transform everything, because when your energy is consistently high, your capacity to create value and therefore wealth expands exponentially. Habit number 4, strategic relationships. Look closely at any self-made millionaire and you'll find they're surrounded by a carefully cultivated network of people who elevate their thinking, challenge their limitations, and open doors to opportunity. The average person allows relationships to form by circumstance or convenience. The wealthy build relationships with strategic intention. This isn't about cold, calculated networking. It's about recognizing that we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, financially, intellectually, and emotion. You don't need an expensive country club membership or exclusive conference ticket to practice this habit. Building valuable relationships starts with a simple question. How can I add value to others first? Join free community groups related to your interests or aspirations. Volunteer where successful people in your field contribute their time. Reach out to people you admire with thoughtful questions or sincere appreciation. Make it a habit to connect two people who could benefit from knowing each other without expecting anything in return. Become known as someone who gives value before seeking. The relationships that transform your financial life don't require money. They require genuine interest in others and a commitment to mutual growth. Habit number 5, disciplined decision making. Have you noticed how often people make financial decisions based on momentary emotions rather than long-term objectives? The urge for immediate gratification is the silent wealth killer. The new car to impress others, the luxury purchase to feel successful, the impulsive spending to relieve stress. Millionaires develop extraordinary discipline around decision making. They create systems that protect them from their own emotional impulse. This habit requires no money, just awareness and structured thinking. Before making any significant purchase, they impose a mandatory waiting period, 24 hours for smaller purchases, a week or more for larger ones. They ask themselves penetrating questions. Will this purchase bring me closer to my goals or further away? Am I buying this out of desire or social pressure? How will I feel about this decision 1 year from now? They consider opportunity cost, not just what a purchase costs, but what it costs them in terms of future wealth if that money were invested instead. This disciplined approach to decisions extends beyond purchases to how they spend their time, what opportunities they pursue, and which problems deserve their attention. Start implementing a personal waiting period before purchases. Create a simple framework of questions to evaluate decisions. Measure choices against long-term goals, not short-term emotion. This costs nothing, but saves everything. Habit number 6, impeccable integrity. There's a wealth principle that rarely makes headlines, but consistently shows up in the lives of self-made millionaires. Impeccable integrity. They do what they say they'll do. They honor commitment. They tell the truth, especially when it's difficult. They deliver what they promise consistently. In a world where corners are cut, promises are broken, and accountability is scarce, integrity becomes a rare and valuable currency. Think about it. Who do you trust with opportunities? Who do you refer to others? Who do you want to work with repeatedly? Always those with proven integrity. This habit costs absolutely nothing to practice, but generates immense returns over time. It means setting realistic expectations and then exceeding them. It means acknowledging mistakes quickly and correcting them thoroughly. It means saying no to opportunities that compromise your standards, even when they're tempting. Start by making only promises you're certain you can keep. Develop a reputation for reliability in small matters and watch how larger opportunities begin to find you. Because wealth is ultimately about relationships and trust, and nothing builds both faster than a consistent record of integrity. Habit number 7, gratitude practice. You might be surprised to find gratitude on a list of millionaire habits, but consistent gratitude practice is perhaps the most powerful free habit that differentiates those who build sustainable wealth from those who don't. Financially successful people understand that gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a perspective shift that directly impacts decision-making and resilience. When you regularly acknowledge what you already have, you become less vulnerable to the status anxiety that drives poor financial choices. You make purchases based on actual value rather than emotional voids. You become immune to keeping up with others. Gratitude also creates the positive mental state necessary for recognizing opportunities. It shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's possible. This habit requires nothing but a few minutes of focused attention each day. Write down 3 specific things you're grateful for, not just listing them, but feeling the genuine appreciation for each. Notice small wins and everyday abundance that others overlook. Use gratitude to reframe challenges. I'm grateful for this problem because it's teaching me. Becomes a powerful tool for developing the resilience required for wealth building. Start and end your day with gratitude and watch how it transforms not just your happiness, but your financial decisions and opportunities.